we seen, and not even just to say Jonathan Majors, because he wasn't Jonathan Majors right there. That nigga it was a nigga.
Yo.
That nigga was running.
He was Forrest Gump.
He was running, and I told you earlier, he looked like he was getting ready for the role of Creed when he was running through the streets, man.
Man was sprinting.
This man was running for his life.
It's not funny, but that shit looked funny as hell.
So and then I try to put myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
As a black man, you see him take her, throw her in the vehicle like, yo, I'm not trying to go there with you. And he takes off and runs for his fucking life.
Yep.
And for me, I'm trying to look at it like, okay, he takes her, puts her in the car.
He put her in a cab, right? Was it a cab?
I think it was like an Uber or a taxi, something like that. He had a driver. There was a driver or whatever.
Okay.
He takes her, throws her in the car like, yo, listen, man, I'm not trying to go here with you. And he takes off running.
Yeah.
And I'm not a woman, but if you're a victim of, and I'm not defending it, if he did anything wrong or whatever the case may be, yes, he deserves whatever he gets. But I'm trying to look at it from both sides here. If you take a woman and you throw her in the car, right, and you go and you take off and you run, right, and the woman proceeds to chase you down. She's chasing, and he's running. He's hauling ass.
He's out of there.
And she's keeping right up with him. She's on his ass, on his tail. If this man abused you or hurt you in such sense, wouldn't you think you would be like, oh, yo, this man fucked me up. I'm good. I'm going to fall back and I'm going to stay in the car.
Yeah.
He hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what logic says, yeah.
That's what logic says. So for me, it's just kind of like, damn, like, where did this go left? Where did this go wrong? Or how did we get here? You know what I'm saying?
They had to have been wasted. Like, they had to have been. It looked like they were drunk as shit.
Correct.
Right? So I'll say that has to play a part in that decision-making process. You're not thinking all the way straight. But I agree with you. Like, if you just got, hands put on you and this dude is, like, running away, well, I don't see the logic in chasing after him.
Right.
So that's why I kind of give it into, like, the toxicity and, like, the alcohol.
Right.
You're not thinking straight.
Right.
My question also is, did the driver or anybody, like, testify?
I believe the driver did testify, and the driver said it was all her, it wasn't him.
That wasn't taken into account?
But we also got to say this. We also got to say this. It's not just a woman saying this.
Yeah.
It's a white woman.
Absolutely.
Saying this.
Yeah,
So,
that's facts.
you know what I mean? So
Y'all could read in between the lines on that one.
Right. I mean, shit it just hits a little different when it's coming from a white woman saying that, and a white woman of, I would say, she has some type of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has something to her. She's just not some, regular white chick, from
around the way.
Around the way. And no, she's a white woman with influence and power.
Absolutely.
So that has to take into account also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, at the end of the day, like, at what part does both I think both parties needs to be held accountable.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because she 100%. Put hands on him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he allegedly put hands on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're saying that his recklessness, they charged him because his recklessness is what they're charging him with, not because he physically put hands on her.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, like, him being reckless in a sense. Like, so let's say, in my mind, the way I interpret it is like, let's say you're defending yourself. She swings at you. You push her away. She ends up hitting her head, or she ends up smacking her face, and then we have an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to charge him with.
Yeah.
And then also,
I don't know, man, it's really, it seems just been fishy since the beginning. To me.
Yeah.
It's been really hard to follow. It's been really, like, hard to really know what the fuck is going on.
Right. And then also, I believe he's the one that called the cops.
He is the one that called the cops.
So
he is, yeah.
for me,
which is dangerous enough as it is.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of like as a black man calling the cops saying a white woman's being, you know what I mean? That's a slippery slope. Yeah. So for me, it's kind of like, the ramifications that possibly comes with that.
Absolutely.
So why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was another question I had too.
Why would you do that if you know, like, this shit could be flipped against me?
Yeah.
And it did.
And we've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like this whole story, I'm not really taking sides. I'm just trying to look at it from a standpoint as a black man that's been in this position before, where a white female has assaulted me and punched me in the face. And
I've been punched in the face.
You know what I'm saying? Or pushed me or spat on me. I mean, like, that shit has happened to me. And it's kind of like, as a man, we have some type of dignity or some type of pride, but I've never, you got
to restrain yourself.
You restrain yourself. You try to handle it in a calm and I would say in a professional manner, I guess you would want to say.
Yeah.
But it's tough, man.
It is.
It's tough. It's tough.
It is. It's tough. People just got to stop provoking people, yo.
Right.
Stop provoking people.
Right.
And dudes, again, we got to reiterate this. It's never okay to put your hands on a woman. So restrain yourself.
Right.
Remove yourself from the situation.
Right. And it seemed like he was.
He
was running for dear life.
Yeah.
He was running. My man was running. And he had like dress shoes on.
And put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Right.
Because this was all started because of that.
Right.
She seen the text message that he got.
What did it say again? What did it say?
Oh, how I long to be kissing you.
Oh, man.
Some shit like that.
Oh, man. And you know what? He got in trouble because of a white girl on both ends.
Yeah, man.
Because definitely was not a sister saying, oh, beloved, how I long for your lips. Come on, fam.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you got some situation on the side, man, keep your phone hidden or some shit,
fam.
Because you're going to get hit.